We're now in another section of our AutoCAD 2017 Essentials course, and what we're going to look at now is reusing content in our AutoCAD drawings. Now you'll notice I've stayed with our hinge, our bolt and our keyhole, and what I've done is I've renamed the file as 11 underscore reusing content.dwg. You can see that at the top of the screen. As usual, save it and use it locally and save it as you go along, working along with the videos. Now what we're going to look at first of all in this reusing content section is grouping AutoCAD elements together as one group. Now what we could do is group these three objects together. Now you'll notice that all of the arcs, lines, circles, etc. are all individual AutoCAD entities. They are not AutoCAD blocks at this point. We will look at AutoCAD blocks in this section in a little while. Now we need to group these elements together, and we're just going to put them in an AutoCAD group and call it objects. Now these could be any group of objects. They could be desks in an office environment. They could be nuts and bolts in a mechanical environment. They could be beams in a structural environment. It doesn't matter which. It doesn't matter what units they are or anything like that. What we're going to do is just group them together. Now if you go to the Home tab on the ribbon at the top of the screen, you'll see the Groups panel here. I click on the flyout like so, and you see I've got Group. I've also got there Ungroup, and I've got various things like Group Selection on and off, and also Group Edit. That allows me to add or remove objects from a group. And I've also got the Group Manager in there as well. So the one I'm going to click on is just Group. So I go back up to the Groups panel and click on Group and come into the drawing area. Now it's prompting me to select the objects. Now before I do that, can you see on the command line there I've got the option to place a name or a description of my group. I'm just going to right click and on the shortcut menu click on Name. So I'm going to name my group, which is going to be Objects, like that. I'm going to put it in capitals and press enter. Now I select the objects to go in that group, and I'm just going to select all of them. So I'm just going to use a window selection, click, drag across all of the elements like that, click again, and then I right click to confirm and enter on the shortcut menu, and they are now grouped. If I click on that now, can you see it's all a group? There's a grip, dead center, and if I click on that grip, I can move everything as a group, up, down, left, right, wherever it goes in the drawing. If I hit escape, you can see they look normal, but they are actually a group of objects. Now, that group of objects can be edited, no problem at all, because I can go here to the Groups panel. I go to Group Manager, and there's my objects group there, and it is selectable. And there's tools in here that allow me to find the name, highlight the objects. I can make it selectable. I can have it as an unnamed group. I can remove objects, add objects, and so on. So all of my editing tools are available in the Object Grouping Manager. And the lovely thing about this is I can explode the group, I can do whatever I want to the group, I can add a description to the group. So I'll add a description there, and the description is in that field there. So I can change the group description if I want to, no problem at all. So it might be that I just put objects there in mixed case like that, and I OK it, job done. So that's now got a group called Objects with a description, Objects. Now what happens if I want to ungroup those elements? Very, very easy. I select the group, I go into the Groups panel, and you can see here that I can ungroup them. So that explodes or ungroups a group. You can explode a group if you wish. Ungroup does the same thing. So if I ungroup and click there like that, and come away from the panel, you see I'm back to all my original AutoCAD elements. So that's how you group objects together. Now, the reason you would do that is to allow you to edit and move those groups around more quickly and more easily in your AutoCAD drawings.